Okay, this video says what happens to people on Obamacare if new healthcare bill passes.
It was the letter single mom Sarah Halfaker dreaded.
Okay, already that's a type of propaganda because they want you to say like, look, she's a single mom, and well, there's people all over America. They're moms or daughters or brothers, and so she's just a normal person, just like everyone else. So they want you to feel sympathy for her.
Your current Humana health plan will no longer be offered.
Her insurance company, Humana, dropping the bombshell that it was pulling out of Kentucky's Obamacare exchange.
Okay, so Humana, I used to work for them and I sold their products. They were a terrible company. They didn't process applications. They did all sorts of shady tricks, and they didn't pay me $2,000 that they owed me. And so right here, they're dropping out of the exchange in Kentucky. Well, first of all, the point of the Affordable Care Act was it's a scam. It's designed to get the insurance companies rich by, give some subsidies to some people so that they'll pay premiums. But the premiums are like $400, or, for a woman that age, it might be $320 or something like that a month. And then depending on her income, if she's making $45,000 a month, she'll get nothing from the government. If she was making $37,000, they would give her $50 a month. If she was making $20,000, they'd give her, $180 a month, and then she'd have to pay the $120 difference. And people that make over $40,000 don't get any subsidy at all. And people making under $15,000, it depends on the state. So in blue states, people making under $15,000, they're eligible for Medicaid, and so they get the free health insurance. And in red states, like in Texas, people will get nothing. People that under Obamacare that are make $15,000 or less, they don't get any assistance at all. They could just, if they get sick, they could just die if they get really sick. And that's the Obamacare plan. And so since Humana, and so this scam was designed to make these companies money, but it was implemented in an incompetent manner. So these companies aren't making money because they put a lot of sick people in the pool. The prices went up. I think they were paid a certain amount by the government for the first year. Bottom line is they aren't making enough money. And so what are they saying? We can't make money off this, and so we're just not going to sell it. So she got a letter from the company saying, we're not going to sell it. So whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Well, that's the Obama administration's fault, because they pushed this policy on everyone, even though, and pretending it's meant to insure people and help people. That they're liars. It was originally called Romney Care. It was a scam made up at the Heritage Foundation, a Republican think tank. It's a Republican idea. It's a Republican scam.
Pick a different plan.
This wasn't the first time you got a letter like this.
No.
We were with her last year when her previous insurance company got a letter like this.
No.
We were with her bombshell that it was pulling out of Kentucky's Obamacare exchange.
Pick a different plan.
This was.
So when she says pick a different plan, that doesn't really make sense. Why would they be telling her that? Well, what her option is simply go back and on that same exchange in Kentucky and go to another company and buy the same plan for the same price. In many counties, they won't offer it at all. Like 45 counties, there's no one to sell it. So those people will have nothing.
This isn't the first time you got a letter like this.
No.
We were with her last.
So what's going on is the government, in cahoots with the insurance company, both the Republicans and the Democrats, are working over to create a healthcare scam that will make profits for the insurance companies, and then they donate money to the politicians while the people get sick or die. So these people in the government are just completely wicked, and yet the Americans are so stupid that they keep supporting them. Like if you ask this woman, did you vote for a Republican or a Democrat? She would say yes. And then whose fault is it then that these horrible policies are being implemented? The people themselves.
Last year when her previous insurance company did the same.
I don't know if I'm going to have coverage, which doctors I'm going to go to.
Okay, well then what she needs to do is call an insurance agent, an independent insurance agent. So that's another thing that the Obamacare plan was supposed to do, is get people like this that need help and a professional assistance and make them go completely, lost, like looking through all these papers and like, what do I do now? And make them go online. Whereas with an insurance agent, just walk her through her different options and tell her this is the best possible option for you to get the best possible policy for you and your family and to save the most money. And that's all you can do. You make the best choice with the options that are available.
Which pharmacy I'll get my medication from.
That's not really an issue of which pharmacy. You can get your medication at any pharmacy practically, as long as they take your insurance, which most of them will.
I don't know.
In a written statement in February, Humana said it was leaving the exchanges because of further signs of an unbalanced risk pool. Humana is just one of the insurers.
What does that mean? Is that they, by insuring people under this Obamacare plan, that they're going to lose money. See how it's a scam based on what Humana, to make Humana and these companies rich? Because once they don't make money, they just drop out. And these are the major companies. But they're not leaving exchanges in every county necessarily. Like Aetna might leave an exchange in Kentucky, but they might open it in Nevada. They might be selling it in Nevada, but not in Kentucky.
Leaving the Affordable Care Act pools either nationwide or in certain states. Right now, a third of counties in the U.S. have just one provider left.
And so that means those people have no choice. They have to buy it with that company, and that company has a monopoly on the whole market. See how that's another scam that no one else can sell it, only this.
In Kentucky,
Only those
healthcare
companies.
advocate Emily Beauregard says people are confused about Obamacare's status.
People think that it's gone away because of all the rhetoric that we're hearing.
Let Obama.
Well, people are always confused over health insurance most of the time, because that's what the government is trying to do, confuse the people to scam them.
It is exploding right now. Obamacare is dead. It's a disaster. It is.
When he says Obamacare is dead, it's a disaster, that's not really making sense, because what was it? It's a disaster in what way? What was it intended to do? It was intended to make the insurance companies profits. It failed to do its job of making insurance companies profits. Trump is making it seem like it was supposed to work to insure people and help people, and that's not what it was meant to do at all. So that's being disingenuous. So to say it failed, you have to, what was the purpose of it? The purpose was not to help people, like the Democrats pretend, they're liars.
Dead.
So since it failed to make insurance companies money, they have to get rid of it. And what are they going to do if they don't get rid of it? The insurance companies will simply stop selling it. So the Democrats, the people that are liberals and support the Democrats, they don't understand all that. So all they think is Trump is taking it away. It's Trump. They don't understand what's going on.
That message, say insurance companies, is fueling market turmoil.
The insurance companies are dealing with quite a bit of uncertainty. The slowness of clear guidance from.
So insurance companies are like, well, we're not making money. No one's buying this. And they say market turmoil, but who's that bad for? Only the insurance companies and their stockholders.
Washington is really what's driving all of this. Premium increases and people pulling out of the marketplace.
Experts.
That's a lie. He's saying the premiums are going up because of the political
Really
rhetoric.
what's driving all of this. Premium increases and people. The insurance companies are dealing with quite a bit of uncertainty. The slowness of clear guidance from Washington is really what's driving all of this. Premium increases and people pulling out of the marketplace.
Experts blame them.
Well, people pulling out of the marketplace, you mean people just stop buying the things, so they're just like, well, we're not making, so they're raising prices. It has nothing to do with the political rhetoric.
Uncertainty for 2/3 of anticipated premium hikes. What's your message for Washington?
Figure it out.
Anticipated premium hikes. What's your message for Washington?
Figure it out.
Out of the marketplace.
Experts blame that uncertainty for 2/3 of anticipated.
See, the premium, they're lying. They're saying that the premiums are going up because of the government, not uncertainty in the market. The premiums are going up because the insurance companies decided to raise the premium so they can make a profit, because the cost of insuring all these people is very high. So they're raising the premiums. It's not based on an uncertainty of it has nothing to do with their profits.
Premium hikes. What's your message?
You could say that less people are buying because they don't know what's going to happen. Well, why would you buy a plan now if it may not even exist? You see, no one knows what's going to happen.
For Washington.
Figure it out. It's terrifying.
They already figured it out. So the real deal is Washington. They figured that they can scam all the Americans because the Americans keep supporting them. So they'll just keep doing it.
Fine. We live in the United States. Everybody should have access to affordable and manageable health care.
Gabe Gutierrez.
Well, I would agree with that, but the reason why that won't happen is because the people in the United States are wicked. They keep on supporting wicked people, that like Republicans and Democrats, and then they wonder why terrible things happen in the world.
Here is NBC News, Louisville, Kentucky.
They never gave any other party a chance. Anyone else? No one else. Please. Let's see what the commenters say. See, both of these comments are true. But probably both of these guys, but see, that's the problem with these people, is one guy doesn't understand this is true and the other guy doesn't you don't know, but both are true. Like this person is saying, every other country isn't trying to make profits or let the insurance companies make profits from people's health care. Well, what makes America different is that they're sick. And then, though, we don't know what like a Medicare for All system would be like. What are the restrictions? Maybe if it's not designed in the right way, then it wouldn't be good either. He's got somewhat of the right idea. Everyone has to get on the same page and say, no, we're not buying these plans, and everyone speak of the same voice and say no.